Here in this video we will show you how to create an airware bill. It's easy to create it because all the information is displayed in the same way that the airware bill document is created. So the first element to select is the shipping. Here you can select from the drop menu, or if you haven't, you can create it or modify. The second thing to select is the issue carrier. It's the same thing of the shipping. You can select or you can create it. It's important that all these elements that has the red asterisks at the end are obligatory, so you have to select in order to create the airware bill. After that, you can select the consignee, later the airware bill number, the issue agent, the account info, and this part of the functionality is so important, is the route and destination. Here you can write the departure airport, you can choose it by the name of the city, or you can type the country of the airport to select it. After that, the first carrier, second carrier, second scale, and it's the same thing. You can type the airport to find it, third carrier, third scale, and the last destination airport. It's so important that you choose this information in order to unblock the next elements that are related to the commodities. After that, you can type the flight number and the flight date. Later is the shipping reference, all these numbers that you can write it down. A statement of the charge are the currency, USD, the charge. This is based in codes, so you have to get knowledge on what the codes mean, or usually the airlines or the entity that process the airware bills can provide that information. This is PPD or cabbage. Later is value declared by the carrier, declared customs value, and insurance amount. Here is more information to type, and this part is so important. That is the commodities. The commodities coming from the consolidation. So in order to create the airware bill, you need to have the consolidations created. So for example, I can choose this one, 46. The system automatically gets the information about that commodity. The system fill all the information, but is open to modify. So it's possible to modify, like for example here, that consolidation doesn't have a dimension, so you can create a dimension for that. This is the summary of charge. You can select prepay or collect. Prepay is when you have the money before, and collect is when the people pay at the end of the transaction or logistic transaction. So here you can select prepay or collect, and you can put it here. You can select here the amount and the chargeable weights coming from here to all these things. So for example, I have to choose a price for the commodity, so it's calculated automatically. Just this multiply the price for the weight, taxable weight. So here the value charge, the tax, total per agent, total per carrier, and at the end calculated all this amount. They create a math calculation and put it the final amount. And here you can add a new charge. This is a nice feature because you can put it like in a lines, every additional charge that you need to that airware bill. If you don't need it, it's optional. And here is the sender certification. This is pretty nice too because you can add your sign digital. You can sign and you can put person that signs, Paula Rivero. And here is the exchange rates in case that you made an international transportation, and if the transaction is made it in another currency, you can put it here, the exchange rate. And finally, the carrier execution, the date and the place and city, Denver. And finally, you push the blue button to create it. And after that, it's done. You have your PDF that is in the standard form of the airware bill. All the information are populated here and are like 8 pages, all the pages that you need to print it out and give to the company that will be doing this logistic transaction. Also, you can modify or you can visualize all the information, and that's it. Thank you.